Let us out! Hello! Mom! We're stuck down here.
They won't hear us. We're hidden underground.
This can't be happening. No, 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 no!
Calm down, sweetheart. Take a deep breath.
I can't breathe. I can't see. It's too dark, Dad. I can't.
Eclipse.
Is this what it's like to be you?
Sweetheart,
I don't know why you ever came back for me, Dad.
Because you're my daughter.
I'm not yours. I know the truth now. I'm part of the Gaunt family.
Eclipse, that's not 100% true.
It is. Don't lie to me. I know you love me, but I'm not your child. I understand everything now. I understand why you're so protective of me. Why you try so hard. I'm a direct descendant from Salazar Slytherin, and if I'm a Gaunt, this means Marvolo is my father.
What on earth gave you that idea?
Parselmouths are usually descendants from Slytherin. The Gaunts are all Parselmouths because they're direct descendants. Mom almost married him, and if I'm a Parselmouth, it all makes sense. Why are you laughing? We're stuck down here and you're laughing at me. I'm right, aren't I?
Eclipse.
Don't touch me, Dad. I know deep down that this curse is nothing more than another disappointment, and I'm so sorry. All I wanted was to make you proud. Dad? Did you just... You're a Parselmouth, Dad.
Do you still believe Marvolo's your dad?
A younger brother. A Parselmouth who was a traitor to his own kind and took away what was rightfully his. Dad, you're
I was a Gaunt, a long, long time ago. My surname comes from your mother.
Dad, why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't you tell me you were a Parselmouth?
Because I was ashamed.
I was ashamed too. It's not easy to explain to your children how your brother killed your whole family, how he killed your grandmother, how Marvolo tried to marry your mother. It's difficult, sweetheart. I'm sorry I never told you before. I was just trying to protect you.
This is all my fault. We're stuck down here without wands, and it's all my fault.
I've been debating for years whether or not I should tell you. It's been eating me up inside since the day you were born.
She's beautiful, Ominis.
I don't doubt that for a second. You're her mother, and you did such a good job.
Actually, she looks a lot more like you. Blonde, almost white hair, and her eyes are a shade of blue. You know, I thought the ginger gene would be stronger.
Like me, really. It's times like these I'd love to see.
Would you like to hold her, dear?
Now? Like, as in right now?
You're going to need to hold her eventually, dear.
What if she starts crying?
Well, soothe her. You're her father.
She's already crying and I haven't even touched her.
Don't worry. Look, put your arms like this and...
She's so tiny.
Have you never held a baby before?
Dear, I was the baby of the family, and they really didn't trust me with holding things.
I've been thinking, Ominis. Should we tell them about our parents? I mean, it'll be difficult to explain that my father and mother were dark wizards, and that your side of the family are, you know...
Dead? Descendants from Slytherin? I've thought about it as well. I think the best we can do for them is to just never speak about it until they're ready, or until they're old enough to ask questions. I don't want to cause them any confusion about who they are.
What if they end up being Parselmouths? You know there's a very high chance they all can speak to snakes.
Well, there's nothing we could do except love them, right? If you're concerned about that, I'll keep an eye out for any signs they speak it. If they don't show any, we'll just assume they don't.
Will you tell them?
Not if it's not necessary. This ability is a curse to me. It's a reminder that I'm related to the monsters who hunted muggles for fun and killed their own family for their own selfish needs. I don't want them to look at me any differently unless they're like me too. I want to shield them from everything. Can I switch seats? I've been sitting and sleeping here for the whole day and my back is so sore.
Poor you. Sleeping in a chair while your wife's in labor. I don't know how you do it. You're such a hero. Anyway, what are you going to name her?
I admit I picked a name the day I found out I was really into you. I remember how jealous I was when I heard you talking to Amit about an eclipse you two were going to see that day.
You mean the eclipse that we watched during astronomy? The day Amit stood me up because he caught fever.
Exactly. I thought... Eclipse? Sounds like a great name. The words Eclipse Gaunt raced in my mind every time I heard you speak a word to me. Well, close. Eclipse Black. I think that's a... Oh. Well, don't worry, my dear Eclipse. You're going to be just fine. I may not be able to see you or talk to you just yet, but I already know you're my whole world. I love you, dear.
Oh, Dad. I should have told you. I was so ashamed of this.
I was too. I was so afraid of what you and your siblings would think. But I would never, in a million years, ever be ashamed of you.
I'm not ashamed of you either, Dad. Maybe Parseltongue was never a curse to begin with, but something that brings us closer even more.
My sweetest girl.
This place is a mess. You can tell they haven't even thought about cleaning up after themselves.
Smells weird too.
Can you stop touching everything you see? Who knows what kind of diseases this place has?
Fine, but I'm only doing so because my skin's starting to itch.
The kitchen seems in better condition, surprisingly. Still disgusting, though.
Wait, are those flapjacks?
Eclipse has definitely been here then.
I can't believe she was so desperate she thought this place was a better option than being with us. I can't wait to see her face once she realises we're parcel mouths as well.
If we can find her, that is.
The door? Where does it lead to?
There's only one way to find out.
It's funny.
What's so funny, dear?
We're trapped down here, and all I can think about is how I didn't turn in Professor Dumbledore's essay, or how stupid my boggart was now that I know.
Come on, it wasn't that unusual. Mum's kinda scary, isn't she?
Actually, the boggart turned into you, Dad.
Me? But Uncle Sebastian said that he saw your mother.
It was you at first. It came up to me and grabbed my arm. It turned into you. And you said that you wanted to disown me for being a parcel mouth. And then it turned into Mum, telling me I'd be locked away in Azkaban. Silly knowing what I know now. Dad, is your name actually Ominis Black?
It is now.
So, you were known as Ominis Gaunt for some time.
Yes.
The fire. You didn't start it. You'd never start anything like that. Marvolo says it was his brother who started the fire because he took something that was rightfully his. What was it?
Marvolo wanted your mother.
Mum!
It's a difficult story.
I have time.
Your mother was abandoned as a child in an orphanage and she grew up as a muggle for some time. Until she received her Hogwarts letter, that is. She was thought to be muggle-born for the majority of her stay at Hogwarts. And during her time, she defeated a goblin and Victor Rookwood.
I've heard that name before. Rookwood's castle. Victor Rookwood was a criminal back in the 1860s until 1890. Mum killed him?
Mum killed him to save Hogwarts. And it wasn't until our last year that it was revealed that Victor Rookwood, criminal and pureblood supremacist, was her father.
You mean Victor Rookwood is our grandfather? Wait, that doesn't make sense. Your old surname was Gaunt, and Mum's dad was Rookwood. Where does the surname Black come from?
Daphne Black, your grandmother. Mum didn't spend much time with her. She ran away with Mum and gave her up for adoption so she would have a better life. But anyway, back to the story. In 1894, during our last year at Hogwarts, Mum was revealed to be a pure blood witch. Things changed a lot for her then, sadly. And it meant Marvolo, my brother, took a special interest in her.
But wait, Morphin's like 30, right? So he must have been married by then.
Yes. But Marvolo was unhappy and wanted something more. He wanted someone with special magical abilities like your mother, like her ancient magic. And your mother rightfully said no to his proposal. He didn't take this lightly.
Ancient magic?
I'll let your mother tell you that story. Anyway, in an attempt to ruin my life and to take your mother away, he burnt down our family mansion, killing your grandparents, our house elves, my grandparents, anything in its way. Then, after faking his own death, he used Imperio on your mother and drugged her with a love potion in hopes she'd willingly marry him.
That's horrible.
Uncle Sebastian, Daphne Black and I went after her.
Wait, you mean my grandmother? What's she doing there?
Just listen. Daphne Black came back after years in hiding and being presumed dead by the Ministry. We all went after your mother and managed to save her just in time before the wedding took place. But Daphne lost her life in the process.
The picture? It makes sense now. The wedding never took place, but he took those pictures.
What pictures?
He has pictures of Mum. He said I was like a daughter to him. Is his obsession with me a twisted way of living his fantasies?
It wouldn't surprise me if that were the reason. I think it's time you use this.
My wand? You found it? How?
Oh, Eclipse. When you've been blind for as long as I have, you don't need light to find things scattered around you. I found it the moment I landed on it.
Why didn't you say anything?
I wanted to mess with you a bit. That darkness is what I deal with most of the time.
You're joking around at a time like this? I thought Archie and Iris got their humor from Mum. That must be Marvolo. They're here.
Eclipse, do not fear killing him. Do not fear what's about to come. Dark magic or not, make whatever choice you have to make. I will be proud any other way.
Okay, Dad.
Alohomora.
Depulso.
Whoa, careful with that.
Yeah, is that how you thank us?
Iris? Is that you?
Yep. You look a bit dishevelled. And you, Eclipse, have definitely seen better days.
Iris, what the hell are you doing here?
Saving your asses is what we're doing.
Archie? I should have known you two wouldn't stay behind. Ugh, this is just perfect. Where the hell is Uncle Sebastian? How did you even get here in the first place?
About that, we might have accidentally crashed the car on the roof.
What? How did you... Never mind.
Zeke? Is that really you? Oh, my sweet, sweet angel. Where were you?
He came to warn us about this Marvolo guy.
Oh, Zeke, I missed you so much. Don't you ever scare me like that again. Oh, right. Dad, this is Zeke. He's a friend.
Hi, Zeke. Thank you for taking care of Eclipse. Oh, cuddly, I see. Okay, here's the deal. I need you three to get out of here now. Run back home. Wait for us there.
What?
In your dreams.
No way.
You heard me. There's no debating this.
Dad, you don't have a wand. How are you going to be able to defend yourself?
Mum's on her way.
Depulso. Where's my daughter?
Not with me.
So I guess that eclipse you were calling for is just another eclipse? Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. I guess this must have been a misunderstanding, and... Accio! Are we really going to play this game? We're too old for that, aren't we? Then again, you're also too old to be chasing my daughter. Funny how you decide to show your face after almost 25 years, seeing how you're scared of me.
Let my father go.
You. I remember you. You were that little boy who made my life a living hell during my stay at this wretched place. Tell me, how does it feel knowing you're both face to face with the aura that will drag you to Azkaban?
I don't know. Tell me how it feels to be outnumbered.
Confringo!
Shit! You three, run!
No! I'm not running, Dad. Not again.
I'm not losing you again.
You can't fight without your wand, Dad. What if he catches you? I'd never forgive myself.
If you stay here, you'll get hurt, and I will not allow that to happen again.
He's looking for me, right? Maybe I can stop this.
No! Come back, Eclipse!
Petrificus Totalis! Mom, just stop it.
Eclipse, there you are.
I just want to go home, Mum.
Shh. Don't cry, dear. Come on, let's get going. Where's your
Bombarda.
father?